Seek for wisdom with intensity. That's the title for today's video in this series, Wisdom for Living. And my name is Jotham Munene, and you're watching CITAM Church Online. We are now in Proverbs chapter 2 and like to read a few verses. Verse 1, my son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands within you, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Yes, if you cry out for discernment and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver and search for her as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. I'm going to just lift a few verses out of there. It looks like we're supposed to look for wisdom with a lot of energy. The same way you look for a job. In fact, there's another place it says, you look for it, you desire it more than silver or gold. The intensity is shown by several words that are used here. In verse 3, it says, cry out. Now, when you're crying out, it could be that some gifts are being given somewhere and you really have to fight your way through. You have to shout to get your voice heard. It's like you're in a concert and the artist has decided to donate or to give one t-shirt or some other gift. And the crowd begins to yell and for the one who can receive it. So for wisdom, we're supposed to cry out because it's something precious. Number 2 in the same verse, to lift up your voice. You know, by the time you're lifting up your voice, you are beyond being embarrassed or being shy. It is an indication of the intensity that you put in to get wisdom. You need wisdom for this world. Number 3, in verse 4, you seek for it as you look for silver or hidden treasure. There's a time I used to try and sell precious stones. I didn't succeed very well, but the people, my friend, when they go into these mines to look for whether it is diamond or tanzanite or rubies or whatever it is, they really dig deep. In fact, people have been known to die in those mines because they go way under and they go with torches, they sweat in there, they can, find beasts or snakes or whatever, as they are looking for this hidden treasure. Because once you get one of those stones, your life is changed. If you get the genuine one. So look for wisdom in the same way. In verse 6, once again, let me read it. It says, for the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. So wisdom actually does come from God. Let me suggest to you some things you need to do in your effort to gain wisdom. Now, once you have wisdom, what you'll notice is that if people are looking for a leader, they will pick you. If opportunities come, they are likely to come your way. And then it will help you in practical things like investments, like leading your family, once you grab this wisdom. So what are some things you can do? Number 1, in this crying out and lifting up your voice and seeking for wisdom, one of the things we do is to read. Read. However you're going to read, make sure you acquire some knowledge. Whether you are reading, the hard copy, whether you are reading on Kindle, whether you are reading online, but you must read. If you're going to be above the average person, you must spend some time reading. A week should not end without picking a book and reading some verses. Sharpen yourself in your academic discipline, whichever area God has placed you. Don't just rely with the last thing you heard. in school or university or wherever. Find what are the new trends, Understand what people are doing in your field, in other markets, in other countries, and sharpen yourself. Seek for wisdom, but also get spiritual wisdom. Listen to older Christians. Be a student of the Bible. Especially now, we're talking about Proverbs. Try to get deeper in the things of God more than the average person. When you read a word in the Bible, try to find out what does it mean, really. What does wisdom mean? What does love mean? Try to dig deeper. Try to get into commentaries. Try to look up dictionaries. Try to understand background information. Get in-depth information about the Word of God. Memorize it so that it is hidden in your heart. I was told by one of my teachers in Bible school that every Christian should read at least 3 things: the Bible, biographies, and a good devotional. And I think that was good advice. Make sure you read the Bible every day. If the day has gone and you haven't read, deny yourself sleep until you have read your chapter or 2, whatever you read. And then a good devotional that gives you a day-to-day commentary on the Word of God. And read biographies. Read about people that God has used. Read a lady called Corrie ten Boom. Read about Martin Luther. Read about, Billy Graham, though he just left us the other day. Read stories about people that have been overcomers. George Whitefield, read about people of God. Read history, secular history, church history. Read history. Read classics, good books that have gone on, forever. My Utmost for the Highest, it would be one. But there are many other good books that have been written, and that are Charles Spurgeon's books that are classics, and many others. And of course, read the newspaper as well. Know what's going on. So seek for wisdom with energy. Don't be lazy. Don't assume that knowledge will come to you. Go out there. Instead of sitting down and gossiping or talking about stuff the whole day, make sure you separate yourself once in a while and gain new knowledge. Be smart. If it's your academic area, look for cutting-edge knowledge. Be the first one to have. Now, I used to teach computer programming. And in our days, we were among the first people to learn a language called Visual Basic. And I know now it's old. And so when I was looking for work, as soon as they saw that's what I was doing, I was given the job the same day. So get the cutting edge knowledge, get spiritual wisdom, listen to wiser people, spend your time acquiring wisdom, seek for it as one who is looking for hidden treasure. Thank you for listening. My name is Jotham Munene from CITAM Mombasa. This is CITAM Church Online, and we invite you to send us your comments on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the contacts that have been shown below. Thank you.